Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, and it is December 6, 2015 at 2:14 a.m. in Birmingham. This is part two of prophecies that's about to hit us right here in America. There are prophecies tied into what Benjamin Netanyahu received from that preacher in Africa. Now, we don't know all the prophecies that he has. I'm sure there's some that is strictly for he and his people. But for the most part, they're for the world. Most of the time, probably 98% of the time. But I want to tell you several things, and the reason why I'm telling you these when I give you the last part of the prophecy that he received, then you will know. It all ties in. Start with, I left off where Christians are being killed throughout the world, mainly in Africa. They're being killed in very large numbers. Large numbers. And even in Muslim towns, good Lord, it is in a little thing today. A 7-year-old girl was taken out of her house and beat to death by her mother because she mentioned something about either the Bible or Jesus or something. But whatever she said, her mother went ballistic. Look, these people are brainwashed. And with that brainwashing, they're bringing chaos on a level that we've never seen. I've never thought that we would have a battle on our soil. But this is a battle that's nearly invisible. They come, and even children will come with a bomb strapped to them, not knowing what it is, or maybe they fully know. I don't know that. But we're seeing an uptick right now, and there's a ton of brand new prophecies that's just hitting every day right now, saying, and I've said it, that this month won't pass before something really bad happening. Now, the numbers of the people that I was talking about that was going to be killed in the tribulation, I think I know why there were so many in the first half opposed to the second half. And in my opinion, now, this is my opinion here. This is not, don't write it in stone. But people are getting mad. And the madder they get, they're looking to pin something or blame someone for the problems. We're hearing it everywhere. Those Christians. And that is being echoed throughout the non-Muslim world. Here in America, you have, in my opinion, over 50% of the left or the Democrats are beginning to think the Christians are the problems. Look at the way they're talking. Look, are all these people just simply stupid? I mean, really, I didn't think so many people would go to a length to blame God's people for the problems. They think they have problems? Wait till we're gone. That's why so many will die in the first 3.5 years, because so many of us will leave. It will leave utter chaos. And by the way, the man that moved out west, I don't know his name, but did you know that there are even congressmen and senators by the dozens and dozens? I'd say hundreds, but I can't say that for sure, so I won't, have bought land and houses, second and third house, in other countries. There are not too many going to the Middle East. There's not too many going to certain parts of Europe. And here's one that'll tell you a real big tale about things are going to get bad in America. You all know Chuck Missler, good man, great Christian. He's the Kiona House. He's just all around. He's been in the Navy. He's a top advisor. He was a button holder on some of these missiles. I mean, he was just in everything. He held all the top secret positions, just about every single one of them. And he was just, but anyway, he's a great Christian all along the whole line. But the military's turning against the Christian because the president and people like that are brainwashing people to do that. So anyway, he moved. By the way, his wife passed away last week, and he's in my prayers. But he moved. He bought some acreage on Iceland, and he's moved his headquarters to there. He also has the one in Idaho. But anyway, I'm going to get to the last part of Netanyahu's most important prophecy to me since Jesus Christ died. For the rapture to continue after a certain time, it'll have to. In other words, the reason the rapture is set at a time where we don't know the day or the hour, there will come a time when waiting another day, just say you're going to get 6 Christians, 600, 6,000. But the next day, you're going to have a number. In other words, if you get 600 today, then tomorrow you get 500, and then 100 of them turn from Christ. You'll get to a point of where you have more people turning away from God than turning to God. That is the time of the rapture. No one knows that but the Lord himself. So you have that to think of. And you have also, when we're gone, there's utter chaos because the Holy Spirit lives in us. He stays with us. And the man of perdition can't have his way until we are gone. And the Holy Spirit will take us out at that moment. And so the world's conflict will be started in the very near future and blamed on Christians. And all right, I gotta get this out because I still won't finish it, but the rest of it's not as important. Let me say this. Here we are. Again, Jonathan Kahn, given in November 2015 and revised it 3 days ago. Economic collapse and Christian holocaust on the way. And they're looking at an economic collapse to start Monday. That's what it says, the 7th of December. Okay, here's what God told the preacher that had to tell Benjamin Netanyahu. And he told Benjamin Netanyahu, he said, I want you to remain and stay where you are, keeping his position. And he did. He won. And everybody said, there's no way he can possibly win. They're down. It's midnight. Everything's been counted. He's not going to be a prime minister again. But that night, Lord, I guess, had a chat, got it all worked out, and a miracle happened. The next morning, he won. He won. And make no mistake about it, that'll never be taken away. Never be taken away again. What is that saying? It will never be taken again. What God told him to do, I want you to build the tabernacle of David on the Temple Mount. Wow. God told that preacher told Benjamin Netanyahu, and I cannot help but believe that that statement has been verified. There is an Iran issue, I believe, that's covered because somebody did ask Benjamin Netanyahu about that. He said, don't worry about that. That'll be handled. God said, build the tabernacle of David. What does that mean? That means, doesn't have to mean that the temple has to be built, but the tabernacle is a temporary place where they will bring the mercy seat. They will bring the Ark of the Covenant and place it inside of it. There's no way that that would happen if there was a threat on it being destroyed. Remember that. That is it, guys. God started this with Benjamin Netanyahu before 1990, and he has them there, and he told Benjamin Netanyahu, you're going to be here when the end days are. You will be here. I will personally come after you, and it's his people, the very last day before final judgment reigns on this place. So in the meantime, you will build the tabernacle of David. Tell you what, guys, man, that's the best news I've heard of all the prophecies. That is it. And I'll discuss it more, but I don't know more, so I won't throw stuff in that I don't know. Jody will expose.